And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
That's what she said.
And you have. Again and again.
Whoa. Whoa. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Zombo here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy 16 episode. In the last one, we kind of got to almost like an endgame portion where I was going to go and do some side quests, which I did, and I did all those things. And now we're kind of at the opportunity where we can either A, complete the game, or B, work towards these DLCs, which we are going to be working at these DLCs to see what we have there. And then from there, we're going to go and beat the game after we beat those. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. All right, everybody. So we are back. I did my homework. You might see the side quest here. This apparently is what leads to our DLC. And this quest, all I know about is that apparently it adds Joshua to your team. And then we're going to get another quest that adds Jill to our team, which honestly would have been nice when I was running around doing these side quests. However, I didn't really struggle too much, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. It's just nice when you have other people with you. Then you don't feel so alone in doing these quests by yourself and you got somebody else to distract the enemies. But at least I had Torgal. So I did complete all the hunts. I even got a trophy for it, so there shouldn't be any more hunts coming up. And that should all be good. Boom, 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 all good there. Just a disclaimer as well, if you guys do hear me coughing or anything like that this episode, is because I have been sick. That is why I did not have an episode go up previous Thursday. And hopefully this is still going up on Sunday. If otherwise, it might be going up on Monday instead. You guys will know, as my future dwellers, you guys know what the future holds. But that is kind of why, and I apologize for any of that. So the thing that I kind of have set up right now, and I cannot remember what was in the last episode that you guys saw, but I do have Titan's thing on maxed out. This has been working pretty well and pretty effective. For me, I like this kind of setup where we have pretty much only the ultimate abilities of our icons. Odin really doesn't have an ultimate ability. Odin's just ability here is essentially the ultimate. Just not a fan of the charging thing, so we're not even messing with that. So this is kind of the setup I think we're going to be sticking with. Then using Phoenix, Garuda, and Shiva. I did switch around some of my accessories here where now I have Judgment Bolt's duration coming down by 9 seconds, and then I also have just 5% more damage on all enemies just in general. Seemed pretty good instead of having an ability point thing, since I'm kind of set on ability stuff at the moment. And then I just have the XP increase still, which I might at some point alternate this into the adamantite gauntlets instead. So I guess maybe changing that in the future. Otherwise, maybe another cooldown thing, because honestly, the cooldown stuff is pretty nice. This Berserker ring's nice as well. Temporarily increased attack proficiency with each precision dodge. It doesn't seem bad, but it sounds like I can't bank on it. so that's that. But anyways, let's talk to Joshua and do this quest together.
Ah, Clive.
Where there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing. It's not nothing.
Okay.
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will.
Oh.
Something akin to it. His will? How and where?
Yeah.
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle.
Oh,
After
damn.
Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father. I'm surprised anything survived down there. Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Absolutely. Nah, not right now. I'm kind of busy. I got better things to do than worry about my father's will. Of course I'll go.
Of course.
Of
I want
course.
to know what's in that letter as much as you do. Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
I leave nothing to Clive and everything to Joshua. Or vice versa. All right. We will Giggity do it. Party makeup has changed. Okay, so now apparently I have Joshua on the team. Cool. Awesome sauce. So what I do want to say here quickly while I fumble through the menu trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I do want to say that the quests at this end game portion were actually all pretty damn good. There was some more impactful things. There was a very good Torgal quest that happened where we got to see like a little childhood place that Torgal and Clive went to, and then apparently Torgal stayed there and brought back things that had Clive sent for whatever duration after Clive was gone until Sid found Torgal and then took him away. It was really interesting. I mean, it was a really, really good and kind of emotional quest even. So there were some good ones here.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found
I
the
just
letter from
teleported, so it's
Father.
fine.
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
I gotta read it? Oh my god, okay. I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future of our duchy and our family. Yet, even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with the all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know... Wait, who is this addressed to? Oh, my beloved sons, okay. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you. Your father, Elrin, or whatever his name is. I can't read cursive.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me.
Oh.
The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
Ah.
But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies.
Damn.
With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message.
Fair, fair.
Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Who's she?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
Yeah, who is this?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
I'm trying to think
Shall
of
we
the...
then?
What? What other girl was there? There was a girl with Lady Jill. But that was like the Iron Kingdom. I don't... In the Ark... Okay. I don't know who the hell this would be then. Hi.
This is the Requietry, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
Okay. It's really, I mean, she doesn't look familiar immediately. This looks like a lot of reading. Alright, let's just talk to this person. Who are you? I don't recognize her.
My lord, your grace.
Do we know you?
I hardly recognize you.
Yeah, hardly recognize you too. Crazy. Been so long.
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
Okay, so I don't think they
I merely
recognize
did
her.
my
But we're
duty.
supposed to.
As any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more?
Yeah.
What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts
Oh, so we have
remained
to complete it.
incomplete.
I see.
Okay.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
And that's what we'll do.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see.
Oh, convenient.
We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen.
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
We're gonna kill a griffin. Let's do it. All right, slay
Titan's Wake is to
submerge.
the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
I think it's more. I don't think that's the biggest issue here. But all right, let's go here. All right, looks like we have happened upon it. Damn, it's not even like a
There it is!
big boss thing or anything.
For House Rosfield.
Okay, we're gonna demolish this thing, but it does look pretty badass. Nice. Okay. Got him slain. Damn, that was actually a tougher guy. It was tougher than I thought he was. We still have 4,000 ability points. So don't we need 2 Heartstones or?
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Yeah, I suppose. All right, well, let's go back to her. All right, Goditha. I got a stone. I thought I was gonna get 2.
Thunder,
But...
you were safe. The griffin is slain then?
Yes.
Heartstone claimed.
Oh, apparently I do it too. Okay, I guess I missaw that.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it.
How did he know it was inside
Thank you,
of it?
my lord. Your grace.
You know what
Your
it looked
father
like?
would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse
I don't know
me,
who that is.
I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Okay. All right, we can get some new bling bling. Or is this just a key item?
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield,
Phoenix
as
and
brothers
Ifrit.
in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault.
Oh,
Though I
damn.
was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your
That was
father
oddly
was
convenient.
incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Yeah, no problem, I guess. So, is this a key item? It is not, so it is an equipable thing. So, it gives more HP, but you go down in defense. No. No, thank you. Well, that kind of sucks.
Hands suit you well.
I'm not wearing it, but thanks, man.
It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive?
I think
Should
a
we pay
line got
Father a
skipped there,
visit?
but
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
okay. So we're visiting my dad's
Thank you,
grave.
Cyril.
Get a sassy hand on hip for Clive there.
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
That he is. He's been waiting a long time, I guess. Okay, so visit Archduke Elwin's memorial. Okay.
Yeah! Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Hell yeah.
Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there.
Let's walk there. Yeah, our mother wasn't the greatest lady, but she was hot. We'll say that. There's his home.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the
He did kind of have that realization, I think. With his little baby voice, Clive! Or whatever.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men.
That's a very sweet moment here.
I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even
He was a good man.
if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Is he actually gonna wear it? I feel like we look better without helmets on. Oh shit. What the hell was that? I see the ether in the air.
We won't lay you down.
I mean, obviously it looked like his father. Like I did notice that, but I was just trying to understand the mechanic of that.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
Well, first we gotta do this
And to
other
a new
quest.
beginning.
And the DLC. And then we can go to the end. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Okay, what happens when we depart for Origin? Okay. Alright, so he's a permanent member. Now I gotta go get Jill as a permanent member, which we should now have available here at the hideaway. So it should be this quest here. So let's get back to here. Just so I could show you guys this too, since we have to be in this room anyways. I do have most of the things now. Assumedly, our next quest we're about to do is going to give me the item that's missing between these two. I don't know how I get the one at the end, but maybe that's a DLC thing or something. I don't know. But hopefully we find that somewhere, because I have done every quest that has popped up so far. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart. And we would be poor friends indeed if we did not seek to lighten that burden, and even but only a fraction. Before we depart for the skies, I would speak on this more in private. Yeah, absolutely, dude, but not. It would make up more friends. It would make me a poor boyfriend. That's the difference.
I should go and speak with him.
Not that I'm worried about Jill. I wouldn't be worried about Jill. Whatever. Jill Schmill. All right, Joshua, let's talk Jill. It's my favorite topic. Let's talk about it.
I read your message. You're right. Jill is different.
She's older than I remember.
I think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her.
Yeah,
how to do
be a
that.
good boyfriend, Clive.
When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
Cute.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him.
Take her there.
When he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
Bro.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left.
Yeah.
What would you do without me, Clive?
That's, yeah. Yeah, what a wingman, actually. Yeah. Clive would have botched that one up. That's a very good point. All right, let's check this out. Where are we going? Oh, damn, it's right by the... Oh, my gosh, you couldn't have picked a better spot. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, that's right over here. That is wonderful. I better see some... Oh. Is it all areas in the world? Okay, cool.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We grow new ones. Somehow.
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Damn,
Why
past
not
tense.
ask someone who might know of another?
Because I
Someone in
gotta
the
talk to
backyard.
people. I don't want to do it.
To the hideaway, then.
Oh, someone in the backyard. Oh, okay. All right. We are in the backyard. Talk to this botanist.
What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
Oh, heavens.
I need your
Whoa.
advice.
Ain't a god.
Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow
Just the
daisies
man.
grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And
Oh,
where the winds are
great.
strong enough to carry the seeds.
Oh, great.
I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
It has.
Right. Thank you.
What do you mean, thank you? That wasn't...
You learn where we might find our flowers.
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
The fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I
Whoa.
recall that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Ooh.
Shores border the meadows.
And she's like, it was a
Off we go
romantic
then.
moment with Josh. She calls you Josh. I guess she calls me Josh or whatever. Can I call you Josh? No, only she can. Oh, okay. Damn, why don't we bring Yote there too? Why don't we double date it up? I don't see a problem with that. Why don't we double date it? That sounds kind of fun, right? All right, that's looking more right. We have to kill some of these wolfy things, but...
Look, brother.
All right,
Do you see them?
I see them.
I do. The flowers and our friends.
Yeah. Boom. Okay. Cleared out the enemies then. We're all good and dandy. Only 190 ability points. Boo. I guess I don't care about ability points anymore, but I still want them. I like collecting.
Harder than I expected.
Okay. Well, don't step on the flowers. We can step on them once Jill gets here.
Found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
I mean, I think the wyvern tails look cooler, but
Do you think Jill will like them?
God, I hope so.
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
And then we come back and they're all dead. That'd be embarrassing. That would really suck. Where's Jill?
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you.
Thank you, Josh.
You and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Thunderstorm. Wait, what does that mean? Wait a minute. Anyways, we gotta go talk to Jill. My favorite kind of quest is one that involves Jill, so this is gonna be something. Get your brave face on there, Clive. We can do this. We can do this. Hi, Jill. How are you doing today?
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's,
In my pants.
here.
Ah.
Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
I'm not gonna ask you, and wait for an answer. I should say. You're just gonna come with me. You're gonna like it. I feel like there was more flowers before.
There are so many.
That's what she said.
This is what you wanted to show me.
That's what she said. No, I'm sorry. I'm in the moment.
I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough.
Damn, that's actually hella
We've
sweet.
been
Holy
worried about
shit.
you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget?
Aw.
You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Aww.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court.
Oh.
They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line.
Oh.
No one thought to ask me what I wanted.
Of course not. That's not how
There's
this stuff
nothing to
works.
them. A pawn at best.
You're a
Feels
political
trapped.
pawn, yeah.
So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I
Oh.
knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
That was very sweet. Oh, look at them. You picking flowers? Making a bouquet? These just look like daisies to me. I'm not a flower guy though. I don't really like flowers. Oh damn. Not a bouquet. Crown.
Before we
The
broke
royalty.
camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I kissed you while
I
you're
slipped
sleeping.
away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you
Oh?
would always come for me.
That's what she said.
And you have. Again and again.
Whoa. Whoa. It's
Where do you
sweet
see
and
us?
hot.
When all this is over.
Oh.
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have.
Oh, damn. Oh?
And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Oh? Oh? Back in my desk? Oh. That's very sweet.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Oh.
Thank
At least
you,
until the flowers
Clive.
die.
For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Oh. Damn, they're sweet. Even if I threw it at some That's What She Said jokes. It was sweet. That was hella sweet. I like that. I like that. I like that shit. Anyways.
Probably be getting back.
Moving
The
on.
others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
I'm still waiting for the moment when Clive goes monster and Jill saves him. Because, I mean, Joshua kind of had that a little bit where he was losing himself and then he brought him back. Ooh, she was kiss. Oh, damn. Kissy, kissy. Nice. Okay. I might actually put that one. I might put that one on over the XP. I think. Jill is joined. Okay. Awesome. Whoa. Oh, okay. Here's the DLC. A new quest line, Echoes of the Fallen, is now available. Oh, speaking of Karen on the hideaway. New quest line, Rising Tide, is now available. Okay, so I'm gonna play them. I think the order of release was the one that Karen has, and then the Rising Tides. So I almost feel like I should play it in that order. Let's see what Google says for it. Someone says we'll definitely do them in release order. It's recommended Echoes of the Fallen before Rising Tide. Okay, sure. Google said. Google has spoken. So Echoes of the Fallen first, which is this one. Yep. Okay.
Still alive, are you?
I sure am. Let's see what this Echoes of the Fallen. I have no idea what this stuff is. I mean, Echoes of the Fallen. Knowing what I know about this game now, I now know what the Fallen are. So hopefully, this is what I hope this quest is we're gonna get some echoes of this fallen civilization. That'd be cool. That's what I hope this is gonna be.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Go on.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
It's a crystal.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that color before.
It's like
Aye,
purple.
well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
Yeah, but where do you get them?
I see. And they could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
Whoa.
Hey, Hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
What's going on? Earthquake? Rumbling. Meanwhile, is this Rosaria? Oh no. The Imperial Fringe. Okay, so this is where they're mining those crystals?
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies.
Whoa.
What did you two do now?
What didn't you do? Because you've just been standing there. That guy seems useless.
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you.
I'm glad we can see better than
Who
him.
needs a lantern when you've got one of these?
Damn.
Oh, all that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close.
So is this like the Fallen or something?
Really close.
Now, lads,
Or an echo of
what am
them.
I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief.
That is the saying. Damn, they're deep in that. Was that a spider? Ooh, that looks like a spider to me. I see like multiple eyes. Which makes sense because a lot of the fallen enemies are very arachnid-like. So I guess that makes sense. Interesting. Cool.
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all changed ever since.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are
They coming from?
Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion.
What about below
But
it?
if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
That you missed one? Aye. That
Another
were
mother
my
crystal?
thinking, any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this, too.
Yes.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Whoa. Music change there. I like it. I liked it. Whoa. A crystal darkly. Brave the dusk. Okay, quest destinations for the Echoes of the Fallen are indicated with that. After accepting quests, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right side of the screen. These will temporarily... Okay, yeah. If you wish to restore main quest scenarios, objectives on the to-do list, you can do so on the journal tab. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is now our new main quest, essentially. So if we go to our journal, then we can see our regular main quest again. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, let's do this.
Joshua, we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Nope. Another mother crystal, apparently. Another mother. I mean, where we saw those guys mining was like deep in a ruin, though. So it might be a mother crystal deep underground.
Aye. That is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Yes.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
After we grab
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
I thought we said Jill was joining us for that. Are we not grabbing Jill, or is she just going to be there? Oh, she's just there. Okay.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you. Makes it easier.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima Car's primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No.
That's a fair point.
I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds
Echoes of the Fallen.
that the Fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
God, that's interesting. I like that.
Among their many achievements, prior to their fall.
Well, they are called the Fallen.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derived their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. a pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded arcane sky, I suspect.
Yes.
Which brings us back to the matter at hand.
That's what Waluders
It is my belief
talked about.
that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks.
Oh,
Go and have a
tariffs?
chat
Hell
with the
yeah.
mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Oh, damn.
Thank you. I will.
Okay. So we're going a little black
Shall
market
we then,
digging?
brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I wouldn't want it any other
I was
way.
hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's weird because where those guys were mining was very like, it was not a mother crystal specifically there, but it doesn't mean there's not one in the area because we've seen offshoots of crystals at other mother crystals as well. So it's completely possible.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
Whoa, I can ask about a lot here. I'm just curious how far
I
we
have
are.
compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Yes, sir. Ooh, we maxed
This,
it out.
I believe you will find most interesting.
Well, oh my gosh, that's a lot of freaking things. Another time, mayhaps. Okay, so apparently there's like specific ones for Echoes of the Fallen.
If
And
you have a question for me,
and
I
presumably-
should be happy to answer it.
Okay, and presumably that's going to be the same case for. I don't know how I access that unless it's like its own page. Okay, it's its own page. I see. Well, here's the good part about this is that if you guys look here, there is actually apparently new enemies, which is kind of nice. Because admittedly, one of the things in this game that I've noticed is that the enemy variety isn't the greatest considering how vast this game is in a lot of different regions. I definitely do think they could have done better with more enemy typings. I think that's a failing in a lot of these modern games, is that fighting enemies gets a little bit repetitive. You get a lot of the same kind of bosses over and over and over and over again, and just basic enemies as well.
The shelves shall ever
And
be open.
I think some of that comes down to that they spend more of their focus on the grandeur of the world, that when it comes down to enemy mechanics and enemy typings, they spend less time there than the grandeur of everything else. And I think that does cause complications, because I think the true way to truly make a game that's grand and feels vast is by changing enemy typings as you go to new places, because you're in a whole totally different area. Like, think of it for this example. If I'm here in the United States, I'm going to see certain animals. If I go over to Africa, I'm going to see different animals there. Like, there's different things that you're going to see in these different regions. Even just in America itself, you know, because I know a lot of my viewers are Americans. If I'm here in, you know, I'm in Wisconsin, if I'm going to go down to more of a deserted region or a warmer region like Arizona or something like that, I'm going to see things down there that I don't see up here, because they don't have cold tolerance and they don't have any kind of hibernation cycle or anything like that. That is kind of how I feel like this is supposed to work, and it doesn't. So it's kind of unfortunate in that regard, but it is a common issue with games a lot of the time. I know God of War 2018 had that issue as well, which was remedied in Ragnarok to an extent.
Samuel, slow down!
Oh, here's these guys.
Not bloody likely!
Should I have stopped them? Probably.
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet. What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
That's the best way to get the answer. Okay, Silken Strand. You have reached a pivotal moment. If you continue, you will not be able to return. Really? I mean, I don't think there's anything I care about. I might have used a potion or something. I did, but... I do think now that I'm here, though, I do want to put Shiva's kiss on here because that sounds adorable, and I'd love to be kissed by Shiva. So there we go. Okay, we're just gonna do this. I'm cool with it. Whatever.
Excuse me.
I probably should say
those men just now.
Oh, whatever.
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all the way from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Yeah, the dusk ones.
We've been away for a while. What's been going on?
Alright, I'll humor you.
Thanks.
After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamouring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favoured shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out.
Yeah, I bet.
And his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Oh yeah, they were.
Why? You're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact...
You moved the topic real quick.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If only
you are heading up that way,
stop them
you
2 seconds
keep your
ago.
sword, Andy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
New enemy typings too, right?
If those men were selling dusk crystals, I think it unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Yes. Okay, so that they are making me walk there. I mean, I guess I can go on Chocobo at least. Is that them there? I don't know who that is. But time to get off. Hello? Whoa.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Yeah, the skies was a long time ago now.
Those merchants have seen something.
Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
Scared shitless.
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Okay. We have our heading.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road.
Okay. On to the hanging city.
They're no good to us dead.
Lead the way, brother.
Turn the whole place upside down if you're
Oh goodness.
They're here somewhere. So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
Okay, so we gotta try to find them. Are they bandits? Did we confirm that? Is that right?
So,
Oh,
Lord Rosfield sent his sellswords, did he?
I'm not a sellsword. And these guys are like level 47. I don't like that.
Did not come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
I know.
Let's focus on finding the traitors.
I don't want to fight them. They freaking saw me though.
Stay down!
Boom. Okay, let's keep looking. Oh, okay, I must have found something. Okay, that's a lot of panting.
Don't think I can go on. Chief, me neither. I'll reach. This should be far enough.
Interesting, they don't see me.
Chief, they've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
Where are you getting them?
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself. If you've got a plan, Chief, tell us you've got a plan. Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Okay.
Mad.
Really? All I want to know is where you got them.
Slippery little
I don't give two shits about you.
Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like. Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand. What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
God, this guy sucks. They're kind of funny
won't get
though.
far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
I'll carve you
gonna do
like a
this.
suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog.
Damn. You need to do all that, man.
Kind of you to think of him.
Okay. Those guys all dead. Now let's keep chasing these bastards. Some ability points, some XP. Nice, nice. Hopefully we got some good loot in these DLCs too. That'd be nice.
Did you see which way
More
they went?
equipment for the finale.
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess.
Ah, okay. These freaking jerks.
After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail.
Oh, we will. I'll make sure of it. I will not rest until I find them.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I doubt we'll kill them, but I wouldn't mind killing them.
There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused? What did you find, boy?
Broken shards.
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
Okay, I already was on Chocobo, so let's find these guys.
Come on. Run like the wind.
They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we better stick to the swamps.
Okay, so we're just looking around this way. I see. Cool. Let's do it. Oh, there they are. I see them. Thanks for your donation.
All right, lads. I think we finally lost them.
Then think again.
Then think again. All right, let's grab this item and nice. I thought I need any items.
Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for.
Yes.
Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Whoa. Oh. Are they getting worse?
Whoa.
Clive, the tower.
What the hell?
Well, that's new.
That's impossible.
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sod!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there.
Uh-huh.
Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that if you've never been there?
Those guys are a bunch of idiots.
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
It's no big deal. You guys gonna run again? You guys got me the information I needed, so I don't really care anymore.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway.
Okay, cool. All right, this is just like a chase and tag.
Too long?
Boom, baby.
Well, that was ill-timed. But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
Oh, that's fair.
That's twice we've saved them now.
I just want to go to the tower. Do we really need to chase the merchants anymore? I think we have our heading. I don't want to play tag anymore.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The dusk crystals, aye. Halleck, Marnik, we're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
And guess who does the mining? These two, not the chief. Oh, so this must be that door in the blight area that I kept referencing.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas not. I have seen it labelled Sagespire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
Yeah, and they're not
They
the
could be
brightest.
living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
Okay. Fair enough.
To think there could have been a mother crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive. But whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long. The tower sits atop a jagged ridge. Few have ever had occasion to pick their way through the rocks, even before the Blight swallowed them.
Yeah, because I think that area, yeah. So I think the door entrance is going to be right here. So let's head up there. All right, we're entering the dim area now. So we'll see what this has in store. I'm so happy we're coming back here, though, because this has been weighing on my mind for the longest freaking time. And so the fact that we can actually go back here is good. Oh, hey, we're full on potions again. Very nice. Oh. So I believe we're going up to the left, but...
Are those goblins?
Oh, those are weird looking
What are they
ones.
doing in the Deadlands?
Whoa. With weird weapons.
I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Whoa.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right.
No magic in the Blight.
They're even uglier up close.
Oh, so I can't use my cold snap? Oh. I can't use any of my things.
Are you gonna be alright?
I'll manage.
I don't know if I can even use my ability, but I'm actually curious. Can I? I can't. Wow. It's an interesting game mechanic. I don't know that I completely agree with this kind of game mechanic because they're basically stripping you of abilities and dumbing down gameplay. Like, literally all I can do is swing my sword here, I think. I don't think there's anything else I could do. It's a weird, interesting game mechanic. I mean, as long as this whole area isn't this, and it's only when we're out here in the Blight itself, I don't really mind it. It's kind of an interesting little gimmick for, like, a fight or something, but to do it too much is a little weird. We'll see.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
I know, right?
Clive? Jill. You may want to see this.
Okay.
What?
Go to Joshua. Yep, here's the door. Damn, it's just open.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
I'd love to see the aerial view of this. It looks pretty cool, though. I do like the look of that tower a lot. I never noticed it before, to be honest. The only way is up. Enter the spire. Oh, no, I can see the spire on the map. Oh, cool. All right, let us go to the Sagespire. Woohoo. Oh my god. Holy. That is crazy freaking cool. It's like a factory. Oh, the lighting. Oh, it's freaking gorgeous. The architecture. Damn.
It seems
the
somebody's
music.
woken this place up. The question is, who?
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy cow. The gallery. Yes, the gallery. Damn, that goes far down too. Damn, the music's so good. I would love to see this on PC. Because this probably looks crazy cool on PC. With even better graphics. Oh my gosh, this is astonishing. Simply marvelous.
Alert. Intruder alert.
Yes.
I think my powers have returned.
Yeah, you think?
The same. There's ether here. An abundance of it.
I'm dead. Gosh, the music is beautiful, man. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this, man. Oh my goodness. It does look kind of factory-like to me with those gears moving and things. Oh, I can't wait to learn more about this. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I love doors. I love cool doors like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Any new enemies? No? Damn.
If we must.
I can't just say I'm trying to admire the scenery. What's wrong with you? Boom. All right. Let me freaking admire the scenery now, please. That webbing looks crazy up there. I really like that too. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is with seeing things at sunset that's just so freaking gorgeous just in general. I don't think it's just me. It seems like it's a thing in like, what? Escapement bit. Reduce the ability cooldown time and restores a small HP gauge following a precision dodge. Effect potency is directly affected by the strength of the attack dodge. What? Okay, well, I guess we'll get rid of that. That sounds freaking incredible. I hope that the Shiva dodge counts as a precision dodge, because I use that a lot. I kind of hope so, but we'll guess we'll see. What? Some opponents will cast a spell called Hearth Flame. Summon a magical sphere that protects a nearby ally by dealing damage to anyone who comes in contact with it. Enemies accompanied by a Hearth Flame can be identified with that symbol below their heads. The spheres can be dispelled by attacking it, but be warned, melee strikes to the sphere will deal damage to Clive, so ranged spells are... Oh, I don't really use the ranged spells. You know what I do? Guess what I do? I do this. I feel like that will probably dispel it, right? Maybe? Did that dispel it?
How long have they been hiding here?
It's over.
Probably for generations, because these guys look really freaking weird. Damn. Oh, wow, hi. Oh, hi. I need to see if the precision dodge of this actually matters, but I doubt it does. Because this is called Frostbite, not precision dodge. Okay, I don't think I saw my health heal there. Maybe I could check it in post, but...
Too slow.
That one I definitely healed. Yikes. Because what's so appealing about the precision dodge now is that the cooldown is better, but... I know, I'm doing science right now, guys. Ooh. What's going on? Oh, it died? Damn, I got it with that? Oh, shit. Okay. Damn, I'm strong. All right, now I'm kind of torn between cold snap and just freaking dodging normally. I don't know. What I like about the cold snap is like technically it does reduce cooldown in a way.
Crystals.
Whoa.
Everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
Interesting. Shoot, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, cold snap technically increases cooldown because it'll freeze the enemy for like a second or two. So it's like almost like a second cooldown. Just every time I do cold snap, it doesn't have to be a precision. However, if depending how substantial the regular dodge does is gonna indicate on whether or not it's worthwhile to be doing that one over the cold snap. Because if that's the case, I might look at a different. I don't know what other icon I'd want though. To be honest, I think I'd just have both for different situations maybe. Damn, there's some good stuff in this DLC for items. Got my potion back. That was very nice. Whoa.
Oh, fuck me. We coming, please!
I know that voice. Come on.
Yeah, we do know that voice. We will continue through this place in the next one. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm very excited to go through this place. This place looks really interesting to me. There's a lot of setup into this DLC. These guys, I'm a little bit torn on these guys. I'm torn between them being kind of, I guess, endearing and just annoying. I don't know where they lie exactly. It's somewhere in there. And we'll see as things go on, but as far as the place goes, the premise of this, the idea of this, I think this is really, really cool. And I'm very excited to look into this. The music's amazing. The visuals are amazing. It seems like we got a cool item there, which hopefully means that we're going to get more cool stuff moving forward here as well. And it's great. It's just really great. It's really cool. We're seeing some new enemy typey things, and I'm really into that. So with all that said, I'm looking forward to that in the next one. Look forward to more of this DLC going into next episode. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you guys have not already. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.